welcome to Retro Americana. I'm your host, Jeremy Scott. This week's special guest, folks, is Greg Bilby. Yeah! Woo! And he's got some stuff for us this week. We're going to start this show off with something that I don't think we've done before. I'm pretty sure, anyway. It's a TV intro from the 1980s. Moonlighting. That's a cool show, really cool show. It's the show that essentially got Bruce Willis gave him his big break and got him started in the business. It also starred Sybil Shepherd, who was already famous from, you know, movies like Taxi Driver and The Last Picture Show. Also in this show, later on in like the last couple of seasons, Booger from Revenge of the Nerds became a regular. The show was only around about 4 seasons or so, 5 seasons, 1985 to 1989. And I remember, you know, watching that show, and one of the things that I think about when I think about Moonlighting is the fact that when that show came on, I had about an hour to be awake before I had to go to bed. You know, so it was like Moonlighting theme would happen, and Mom would say, you got an hour before you got to go to bed. And this is one of my favorite TV intros of all time. The music is cheesy, and it's little shots of LA from the mid-'80s, and I don't know, it's just really cool. And for those of you out there that remember that show and haven't seen it in a long time, this one's for you. Check it out.
Someone by night, some fly by day, nothing could change you, set and sure of the way. There is the sun and moon, they sing their own sweet. Watch them when dawn is due, sharing one space. We'll walk by night, babe. We'll fly by day, moonlighting strangers who just met on the way.
All right, up next, folks, I have another Star Wars commercial, and this one's from 1977. So this one came out right after the first one came out, New Hope, or Episode 4, or whatever you want to call it. I call it one of the 3 good Star Wars movies. And like I said, it's from 1977, and it features an array of like toys and play sets and games and all that. It's pretty cool, and some of that stuff I had, like the little land speeder. That was cool. I had that one. That was a pretty cool toy. And you know, another thing about Star Wars just in general and toys is before Star Wars came along, there really wasn't much in the way of movie toy merchandising. Star Wars really got that whole thing going. And now there's not a big blockbuster film out that, you know, kids can kind of go to that doesn't have some sort of toy line. But really, Star Wars got it all going, and they made some cool freaking toys back in the day. So check this out from 1977, a Star Wars commercial. Yo!
Star Wars. You and your children loved it. Now the Earthlings at Kenner have asked my associate and me to present the Star Wars collection. Truly remarkable toys and games for your children. What are you so excited about now? My goodness, the Star Wars TIE Fighter and X-Wing fighter. Now your children can relive our great space battles or collect our wonderful Star Wars companions with Kenner's Star Wars action figures. R2, it's a little you. Kenner's new radio-controlled R2-D2 anyone can command. Ah, the Star Wars land speeder that moves like it's floating. And here's Kenner's Death Star space station, 4 floors of action. A trash compactor, too. Listen, R2, that's the Star Wars electronic laser battle, a game of speed, reflex, and reaction. These and other toys and games in Kenner's Star Wars collection are sold separately. Batteries are not included. May the Force be with you, and your children.
All right, up next, folks, we have an Orange Crush commercial from sometime in the 1970s. It's really cheesy, but it's funny. I mean, like so many commercials that we have on this show, it's got to suck a little bit for it to be awesome. You know, when it comes to Orange Crush, I don't usually crave Orange Crush, but when I drink it, I'm like, God, this is awesome. And it's really good, and you'll see in this commercial, they drink it out of a bottle. It's really, really freaking good out of a bottle. But hard to find. Glass bottles aren't made a lot anymore. It's all plastic or aluminum can or you know, fountain drink. So check this out from the 70s, an Orange Crush commercial.
A beautiful volunteer.
Hold my Crush, but don't drink it.
Crushes all natural flavors.
Don't drink it.
Make it impossible to resist.
We're so irresistible, you can't keep a bottle.
Are you drinking it?
Orange lovers have a crush on us.
Reappearo.
Hey! Where's my Crush? It's disappeared.
Orange lovers have a crush on us.
Okay, up next, folks, we have, it's a request, but it's an excerpt from a TV show in the 80s for kids called Hey Vern. And the lead character was Ernest P. Worrell, who was played by Jim Varney, who passed away about 10 years ago. I remember hearing something about him dying, but I wasn't for sure until I did the research today. And he's been dead 10 years, and that's sad because he was really cool. And I remember watching all the Ernest movies, well, not all of them, but like the first few in the early to mid 80s, something like that. I remember going to the theater and seeing Ernest Goes to Camp. You know, actually, if you know about Brahms and you're watching this and you're in Oklahoma, then you know about Brahms. He, I believe, back in the 80s, did Brahms commercials, and he was Ernest P. Worrell, and he still did his big Hey Vern thing. That was his shtick, was Hey Vern. You know, Hey Vern, blah, blah, blah. So what this is, you're about to see, is just a part of one of those TV episodes with the intro. So check it out from the 1980s, an excerpt by request from a show called Hey Vern.
Hey, Vern, I see you're a wrestling fan. You know, Vern, sports are fun to watch on TV, but there's nothing like participating in the real thing. And that's why I have signed up to challenge Chainsaw Chester to a wrestling match. See, Vern, Chainsaw Chester thinks he's so good that he'll pay anybody $10,000 if they can beat him. And, Vern, don't I look like the kind of guy that could use $10,000? Vern, my hand, Vern.
Hey, Vern.
Hey, Vern, it's sports.